So, fun fact about this video, it's being recorded exactly one morning from the previous video. Yeah, as soon as I stopped recording for the last one, I went to bed. Like, I don't know what came over me, but I was pretty tired. So anyway, I think a good night's rest actually was probably the right call in the end, because I know in the last time I was feeling pretty upset about my performance. Admittedly, I was a little full of it in the beginning, but, you know, I've had some time to mellow out and think things over, and I'm at a point where I think I can, well, not just think, I know I can, well, you know what I'm trying to say. I know I'm able to get this done. Okay. 7, 13. Ooh, wait. How much I do with Blizzard? That'd be perfect. Yeah, we talked to you before. That Brave Sword is all the way over there, though. You have one shot left. I attack him now, he'll activate Resolve, but... yeah. That's okay, because I can just do... hang on. Get you ready for the next turn. In fact, why wait? $77's fine.
Gather as many fools as you like. Your weakness can't survive. No one else there would stand right of our king.
Oh, I should attack him here. Yep, all fine. I do believe it's safe to move a little closer. Sweet. Oh well, I got the hit at least. Give you a little push. Oh shoot. Next turn. Good, that was the last one. So don't have to worry about the ballista anymore. Meanwhile, this guy decided to just abandon his rock. The remaining feral are only mildly concerning. And I think we're at a point too where the reinforcements should, you know, be done. Move you here, so that way you're out of the way of the rocks. No. Yes. Double guard. Trade ya. I thought about maybe calling reinforcements, but I don't think that'll be necessary anymore. Release the meteor! Let's patch you up real quick. Now without that ballista, it's safe for Reyson to travel up this mountain. I have to admit, Purge does make a pretty cool sound when it's being used. Man, level 16 already. Nice level. And poof. I think that's enough out of you, mister. I think I've used enough of my long-range tomes. I want to save them for later. Get to you in a sec. Excuse me for getting a little fruity, if it were. Nope. Oops. Nice try. A little bit of overachievement in the end, but hey. Whatever gets the job done. Is this the lot of them? It looked like there were more of them from down here. Now I got you! Eat rock! Eat rock. I'm pretty clever. Ah! Above us! Look out! Quintuple kill.
Need a hand?
Tibarn, you came.
Well met, Reyson, and well met to the rest of you as well, warriors of Crimea.
How did you come to be here?
I thought I'd help you wipe out Dayan.
That's good news for us, but has something happened? Why did you suddenly decide to help? I asked for his aid. We must defeat King Dayan. To that end, the more powerful we are, the better, yes? So that's the story, is it?
It's true that Reyson requested my aid. However, that's not the only reason that I'm here.
What is it?
In a moment. First, let us meet with the King of Lions. He waits for us at the foot of the mountain.
Understood. Come on, everyone. Let's get off this peak and take a rest at the bottom. Alright, so we got not one but two Lagoose Kings in our company. King Caineghis, it's an honor to see you again.
First, let me offer you my congratulations. You made quite the triumphant return, Princess Elincia.
Thank you. And allow me to express my gratitude for having the Kingdom of Gallia fighting at our side. Your presence fills me with strength.
During this short interim, you managed to turn the tide of the war. To be honest, I'm quite surprised.
I didn't come this far on my own. My Lord Ike and his brave companions were with me. It was only with the support of many that I was able to return home.
Yes, my reports cover most of that. Everything that happened in Benyon and in Dayan as well.
And as to that, about Naz...
King Gallian, Princess Crimea. I apologize for interrupting the festivities, but there's something I must discuss with you. Would you gather over here? This group contains the people who are at the heart of that last battle, correct?
Yes, it is.
What about those two children? Surely they weren't involved.
Children? This is Soren. He's my tactician. And this is my sister, Mist. Before we begin this war council, there's something I need to share with all of you. There's a story that involves my parents as well. I've kept most of it for my sister, but I felt this would be a good chance for her to hear it, so I asked her to join us.
Understood. Go on.
It all begins when we met with Princess Elincia and escorted her into the forests of Gallia. And then he reiterates the entire story that we heard from Volk. And that is everything I know. Father, is that how... Mom? That's not true, is it? Mist, do you want to leave? No, I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. Mist.
That's the whole of it, So this wasn't just a dispute between Crimea and Dayan. There was something else at play the entire time.
What could King Ashnard's ultimate goal possibly be? He has risked everything, even surrendering his own country.
20 years ago, even before he became king, he tried to release the Dark God from within the medallion. However, he was thwarted by the actions of Grail and Elena. What manner of being is this Dark God? What would happen if it were freed from its prison? I fear the world would once again be beset by natural calamity, much like it was 800 years ago. At that time, all the world, save Tellius, was drowned beneath the seas. That is a true story? I thought it was nothing more than a fable. We have living proof. Goldo was King Degizia. He and his two other heroes fought alongside the goddess herself to defeat the Dark One. King Goldo was one of the legendary heroes? But he's still alive. The Black Dragon King is a living fossil and as stubborn as anything alive. He's been trying to control the rest of us for years, and he always says the same thing. Do not fan the flames of strife. As long as Laurent's medallion exists, you must never begin a war that engulfs the entire continent. Never begin a war? It's possible. Perhaps there is more than one way for the Dark God to gain its freedom. Oh, aren't you the clever one? That's just what the Black Dragon King says. Yet, the truth of that is unknown. There's a war going on right now, with the Dark Gods nowhere in sight. Is it? Could it be? I think I may finally know Ashnard's intentions. Really? King Goldoa said that a conflict which engulfs the entire continent would free the Dark God from the medallion. Let us assume that the war would have such an effect on the medallion no matter where it was, or who possessed it. Now let's also assume that the King of Dayan thinks this as well. I can hear him now. Where is the tinder for the blaze I need? The answer to this question proved to be an easy one. Yet he had to find a way to test this theory. So he attacked neighboring Crimea. It had to be Crimea. Benyon was too big, too powerful. Dane would have lost. Crimea, however, is a country known more for its scholarship than military strength. Dane probably felt that a surprise invasion would let them win while taking minimal casualties themselves, and they were right. Crimea was easy prey. King Ramon was also friendly toward Lagoos. I imagine this too influenced Dane's decision. If things went well, the conflict would be enough to engulf Crimea's ally Gallia, and the fires would spread. First Crimea, then Gallia, and eventually Benyon as well. Dane's power would increase, and strife and discord would spread across the land, eventually reaching the Lost Medallion. So you believe King Dane's goal is to awaken the Dark God after all? At the very least, it is one of his ambitions. There can be no mistaking that. Which means that our plan to attack him at the capital fits right into the strategy, doesn't it? It's the trigger he needs to break the Dark God's bonds. Even if that's true, we can't stop now. This war has gone too far for that. We have to smash Dane to end its menace once and for all. We bury every one of them and finish it. Agreed. That's the only plan that makes any sense. If only we had the medallion with us. What is it, Reyson? Is there a way to avoid all of this? We, that is, the descendants of Loran, we have a gift. Through the power of the Slumber Galder, we have the ability to suppress the chaotic energies of the Dark God in the medallion. So even if a massive battle occurred, if it were in my possession, I might be able to... I'm so sorry. It's because of my carelessness that the medallion was lost in the first place. Mist, I told you that it wasn't your fault, didn't I? But... You were never careless, Mist. I know. You kept the medallion next to you at all times. You told me it was a keepsake of your mother's. Always took good care of it, didn't you? That's why it's not your fault. So please don't punish yourself anymore, alright? Where's this Elincia? She's right. Besides, the Dark God could be released no matter where the medallion is, so it's nothing to worry about. Thank you, Ranulf. Alright, it's about time for you to hear what I have to say. Reyson? Yes? I'm sorry. Huh? For what? Leanne's been kidnapped. It may have been by Dane's hand. That can't be. Why would Leanne be taken? The release Galder can only be summoned by the girl Tina, right? But Ashnar doesn't know that. Oh no. What a mess. Nothing can ever be clear and simple, can it? You wanted something to be clear and simple in a Japanese game? Haha. Yeah, silly you, kitty cat man. In a valley amidst the Marhat Range, the hiking company are reunited with King Caineghis of Gallia. King Tibarn of Caineghis also arrives and brings with him a disturbing tale. His words serve notice. There is no time to waste. The final showdown with Ashnar is coming. Between the forces King Caineghis grants them before returning home and the soldiers King Tibarn brings, the Crimean army possesses 3 times the fighting power than it did when he left Benyon. Even so, the Dane forces encamped in the capital are strong, rested, and comparable in number. In addition, the road to the final confrontation is blocked by 2 formidable obstacles: Fort Pinel and Nados Castle. How these 2 tests are faced will mightily affect the course of the war. Chapter 26, Clash. Let's see what Ashnar's up to. I see. So Crimea and Gallia have finally joined forces, have they? Half-breeds and humans fighting side by side. How sweet. In addition, it seems the incident where Princess has brought more Phoenicians to the struggle as well. Oh, the Hawking is getting involved, huh? Which means that the Crimean army's strength alliance is already equal to our own and growing daily. Of course, this pathetic ragged man is still no match for our superior leadership and skill. Things are getting interesting, are they not? But I am still unsatisfied. Dividing our army into 2 battalions and send one to meet the Crimeans. And who will be in charge of that battalion? Bertram. Does that bother you? Well then, perhaps I should leave it to you and see what happens. Do you believe I will betray you? I believe your heart has considered it. Sure, just. I will divide our forces and see what they march to the Crimea under Bertram's command. Is this satisfactory? I leave it to you, Sir Knight. One other thing, Majesty. In my absence, which you will Oh, yes, her. I'd forgotten about that one. I lost all interest in her when she fell to the whole as captain, you know. I'm no use for failures. Yes, I remember now. I already know General Patrine to take care of her. Ha! Another failure under my command. I told Patrine that the task is beyond her, capturing Caineghis enough. I see. Why'd you ask? According to one of General Patrine's men, they have indeed captured Caineghis. But with the General's death, they aren't sure what to do with her. That was one of Patrine's better qualities. She always did follow orders. Well, what do you intend to do? I wish to receive your instructions. Do you still wish to see her killed? I have changed her mind. Do as you will. I care not. However, do not bring her into my presence. When that one is near, Reyson seems to grow restless. As you wish.
Everyone seems to be here. Go ahead, Soren. You can begin now. Very well. It's time for a war council. Please, take a look at this map. The current position of our army is here in the Mohawk Range. Between us and the capital are two large outposts of enemy troops, Fort Pinel and Nados Castle. Over there and over there.
Both posts were built to Gallian our fair land, but now Dane moves them both and knows of us. With rations set, they could hold out a year. Say what you will of Dane and her foul plans, one must admire her skill in things of war.
Come now, Bastion, why don't you praise our foe?
I do but speak the mean of it, good sir. The truth is harsh, but lies would be worse still.
Will you two please shut up? Please? Sheesh. Pinel and Nados are fairly close to one another. I doubt they would expect us to attack both at once, but that seems to be a waste of our strength, and we don't want to be ambushed from the rear while attacking. We cannot divide our army, but we could send a small force to attack the base with weaker defenses and keep it occupied. At the same time, the main army can focus on the other one and conquer it. I see. So which one is more soldiers? That would be Fort Pinel.
Very well. The main army will lead an assault on Fort Pinel. Meanwhile, I'll take my army and a unit or so of Gallians and set up for Castle Nados. We'll launch an attack, and when they come to us, we'll retreat. Then we'll attack again. We will keep them busy.
That should give us the time we need. We'll take care of our front by day's end. Let's go capture a fort.
It's settled then.
Hey, 2 gold's better than no gold, right? Over here. General, may I have a moment of your time? Yes, what is it? I'd like your advice on something, sir. Let's say I was faced with an undefeatable enemy. In that case, what should I, as the weaker fighter, do? Should I try to avoid slowing down other better fighters and retreat? Or do I sacrifice myself and try to at least land a single blow on the opponent? If it's an enemy general or someone that's just far too strong for you, there's no need to get yourself killed. But I don't want you to simply run away either. Study the enemy first and see if retreating is your only option. I'd like you to do that much at least. Study the enemy? That's right. What type of fighter is he? What kind of weapon is he using? Things like that. If you can learn to do that, you can determine how best to engage your opponent. Those are very core combat fundamentals, aren't they? Oh, I'm a dang fool. It could be. I think all my trouble started because I wasn't paying enough attention to the basics. You've given me something to think about, and some hope too. Thank you, sir. You're the smartest general ever. Huh. I'm a brave little fellow. Are you leaving now?
Yep, we're going to do some reconnaissance and tease those Danes a bit. Good luck. Ha, you don't need luck when you're as tough as me.
There's a reason why he's also sometimes known as McJesus, ladies and gentlemen.
Tibarn, about Reyson, no. I surely am sorry. Leanne's kidnapping is completely my fault. It's not your fault. Please don't apologize. I know Leanne is alive. These battlefields are filled with chaotic energy, but I can still sense her. It's fate, but I know it's Leanne. Which is all the more reason for us to hurry. There may be others to finish this, but crushing Dane is the surest.
Agreed. Other ways to do that, I meant to say. Reyson, is this mysterious power that you use to sense Leanne something only Herons possess?
It's not something any of the Hawklines have, that is a certainty.
That's not true, Tibarn. The power may differ in potency between us, but all Lagoos possess it to some degree.
Ah, so it's just that my sense isn't developed, is that it?
The power is distributed among something like this. Among the bird tribes, it's very strong in the Heron clan. Among the beast tribes, I've heard it's most developed in the cat clan, though not as strongly as in the herons. As for the dragon tribes, it's said they may be equal to, or even surpass the strength of the herons. Even though I knew that all Lagoos were not alike, there are even more differences than I'd imagined.
I should have told you that. Once we change, we don't look alike, do we? Good point. Enough pleasantries. It's time for me and my men to take wing. Right, see you later then. Tibarn, may the fortunes of war be with you. And you as well. Don't try anything too dangerous. Reyson? My apologies, Ike. Though I knew this was coming, it's still difficult. Don't apologize. You've nothing left to prove to me. Ah. Next. Ooh. Let's get this B rank. Reyson. I'm here, Ike. Do you wish to talk strategy? Yes, your participation in the next few battles will be critical. How are you feeling? Well, I found that the negative energy isn't so bad when I fly. Even feeling a breeze can be a huge help. I can hold up. Don't worry about me. You look tired, exhausted even. I think I know how King Caineghis must feel. I'm sorry for pushing you like this. Saying so isn't an insult. I choose to be here. Look, that's not what I meant. I apologize. I know that you hate having people fuss over you. It's just... Ike, be quiet. If you were anyone else, I'd punch you in the nose and make you be quiet. Whoa, easy, Reyson. That's not necessary. And hey, I didn't think that ravens could attack. Herons, I mean. I know how to punch. Although... Yes? I suffer more damage than my target. What? When I bashed Duke-Tanis' face, he only suffered a bloody nose, but it cracked the bones in the back of my hand. Holy. Indeed. But it felt good, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, that was funny. Oh, here's an A rank. Look, I'm really sorry. It looks like I pushed you a little hard. No, I wanted to be a myrmidon, and I had fun. Well, before the cramps started. Oh, the cramps.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're well? You've been running a fever for days. Are you really going to battle like this? It'll be fine. I'm not overdoing it. I'll just support everyone from the rear guard. And I'll have you looking out for me, right? Of course. I feel responsible for your safety. I always try to look out for you and make sure you're holding up. You know, I've been thinking for a bit. And I've decided to stop believing in fortune-telling. Well, maybe the fortune's meaning was just mixed up. Hogwash! No more excuses. It's all just a bunch of hooey. But hey, wait a second. With white robes flowing in the breeze, your arch rival rides towards you. Rides toward you! Could he be a mounted soldier and not a myrmidon? Huh? You may be a horse-riding materialist. That's it. Marching is a lot easier on horseback. Wouldn't that be better for you? What? Me on horseback? Yeah, you wear white too. Don't you think you'd look dashing on horseback? Swing your staff from the top of a horse and I'll find style beside you. Whoa, hold it right there, Mia. Alright, it's settled then. You've got to get to your training. Wait, hold it. You got the wrong guy. No, I don't. We're destined to meet. We are? Yes, I can't think of anyone else that could be the man of my destiny. Destiny? Wait a second. I thought I was your arch rival. Never mind the details. I am counting on you, Riss. I guess some things just never change. I'll leave the rest for now. I believe I have this perch tome with your name on it. Oh boy. I think I'm still okay on, like, weapons and stuff. Just gonna take a quick glance over. You know what? This plum is looking a little rotten. I should throw it away. And in its place, we'll get something a little more fresh. Let's see. Well, we already had fruit, so how about a veggie, right? Normally I hate celery, but here I think it'd make a pretty good weapon. You gotta raise that weapon rank first, that's okay. You know what I can do though? I can trade it to you.
Another sword might not be a bad idea, but yeah. Just in case. Ooh, Shortridge's only got 2 uses left. That's unfortunate. Well, I could always repair with Hammer. There you are. Let's get you another lance just to be perfectly sure. I think we're good. Let's roll. My Lord Ike? Princess Elincia, huh? What's going on? Why are you dressed like that? I thought to join you on the battle lines. Is that a Pegasus? Where did you get that? He belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous about riding him, but I'm going to try nevertheless. I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow it. Will they? As for that... Did you agree to this, Geoffrey? No, personally I'm against it, but she is the princess, and it is her wish. I can do nothing. The princess's great-grandmother was a Benyon Pegasus knight of some renown before marrying the House Crimea. Princess Elincia herself is skilled at both riding and swordsmanship. As a child, she was granted permission to train in case the need for her to fight ever arose.
Behold the Pegasus and uniform, all treasures of our House Crimea fair. We did fear that we would never see a chance to use them in their proper stead. Oh, Muse of Fire, I cannot find the words. Behold a light that dares to shame the sun. Our princess clad in raiment fair and fine, with courage, love, and vigor to our cause.
I'm surprised you're able to hide armor and a flying horse from the Dane army.
Prince Renning foresaw a time when the princess would meet them and bade us conveyed her from the palace. Prince Renning's thoughts were always of the princess, even after his life abandoned him. Be true to your heart and live life as it dictates. Those were his final words to her.
My lord uncle was always the person who understood me best. Even though I'm dressed like this, I have no experience and do not expect to fight as well as the rest of you. But this constant waiting behind doing nothing sets my heart beating in such an uneasy feeling first. Even if I cannot fight, I can use a staff to heal the wounded. If I could save just one soldier, it would mean so much to me. Please, my lord Ike, I promise to obey orders and stay out of harm's way as best I can. Lord Ike, we will take responsibility and guard the princess. It is her heartfelt wish. This is not something I can allow or disallow. She is my employer. If this is what the princess wants, all I can do is comply. Be careful, will you? Oh, thank you so much.
Let us go forth like sunset to the dawn.
Or sunlight.
Elincia fights and Crimea wins the day.
Behold this gigantic field with a ton of soldiers. And this dude. Ike, there are more enemy soldiers than we expected. Just from what I can see now, they are double our numbers. And we must assume that the fort houses many more troops. This may prove to be a long battle. Even if they have 20 times our numbers, we must overcome them. In this war, there can be no retreat. Alright, you can select up to 19 people, so let's take advantage of that. Oh, actually, I've got most of what I want already selected, so... Cool. We have a new ally in our midst, and it's Elincia. She's an interesting variation of a Pegasus Knight. She can use swords and staves. The amenity is exclusive to her. It will never break, and it's basically a brave sword, for all intents and purposes. She comes with renewal, which restores 10% of her HP at the start of a turn. She's only level 1, and will need to catch up fairly quickly. Honestly, she's not the best fighter you have, but... or that you can get, but she makes a really good support.
especially with her ability to heal and run. If you want to go back to base and give her BXP, be my guest. It's actually a pretty good idea. I'll think about whether I want to do that between this video and the next, so see you then.